This video has interviews with men and women who were not prepared for the questions. I did not coach them. And I do not think that you need me to explain yet again how I feel about it.
So I'm recording now. So where do you live?
Where do I live?
Yeah, like what state, what city, whatever you want to say.
Oh, okay. Well, I live on the Santa Cruz coast, California.
Okay. What do you think of psychiatry?
I really don't think it helps. I think it's a bunch of bullshit.
All right. So, why do you say that?
Oh, because I've had some issues that I've dealt with in the past, and it didn't really help me. I felt like I couldn't really tell them what was going on for fear of them, like, getting more people involved when I just needed somebody to talk to.
All right. What do you think of gang stalking or government harassment?
I don't like that either, but it happens. I've heard of several different situations.
Okay. What do you think of the idea that the government would covertly drug people with psychiatric drugs, especially when psychiatry admits that it does not know what causes mental disorders? And RT reported that psych meds kill 500,000 people annually in Western countries.
I think it's out of control. I think they need to figure out a different way to deal with people, and that's the biggest hot button issue for me, actually, because I had an incident where I was running errands, and I went to the Social Security office, and there was this guy in there that had Asperger's. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but anyway, he was having a hard time because I guess they were taking something away from him, and he was just trying to get somebody to explain to him, and I guess it scared one of the clerks, and so she had the little rent-a-cop come over, and it was just drama. I was really disappointed because I think, stuff like that can be handled in a different manner. I don't think, giving people a bunch of pills is going to solve the problem. It's deeper than that.
So covertly doing it without their consent is, according to you, is out of the question, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. What do you think of the misuse of government technology and it being used on political dissidents?
What do I think of it? I think that it's wrong, but yes, it is happening. Am I in a position to stop it all? No, but I'm definitely not alone when I say, that shit is really uncalled for.
Why do you think people do not believe it's happening?
Because they're so wrapped up into themselves and what's going on in the present moment instead of looking beyond of material gain, monetary gain.
So why do you think marijuana was illegal for so long and is still illegal, unless for medical uses, but prescription pills are not only legal but forced on people?
I think that anything that's good for the people is passed to the government, and of course the government's not going to want that, They're concerned about their own well-being and their pockets, mainly. They want to have control. They want to play God. They want to be God. So therefore they put these laws and things in place to, I think, keep the people down, keep my people down.
All right, I'm gonna end it right there because I'm on time limit. Thank you. All right, so I'm recording. So where do you live?
I'm in California.
All right. What do you think of psychiatry?
Psychiatry has a lot of things that's wrong because in different ways, gang stalking, it's just covert. A lot of criminals don't want them plans behind their back, and so they could talk to anybody. They'll explain to their psychiatrist, this is happening, but they don't have no pictures or information about the persons that are doing it. So that's a big issue that, about psychiatry.
All right. So what do you think of gang stalking or government harassment?
Gang stalking? It's pretty crazy because I never knew about gang stalking until these type of criminal drug dealers started doing it to my whole family. I ended up finding out all of this because I ended up looking it up, and this guy was doing it by the book. So I ended up writing everything down, I ended up looking it up, and I found some articles saying, how to fight gang stalking. So I started doing the same thing, and then eventually we ended up catching them in the act, taking pictures of them, getting restraining orders and everything, But gang stalking is a dangerous crime. People get killed with that kind of stuff. I mean, I know these type of criminals, that's what they wanted with us. So it's something that, should never been brought up and taught to other people.
All right. So some of the TIs have been reporting that they're being covertly drugged. So I wanted to ask you, what do you think of covertly drugging people with psychiatric drugs, especially when psychiatry admits that it does not know what causes mental disorders? And RT, the news agency, reported psych meds kill 500,000 people annually in Western countries.
I think medication-wise, people shouldn't take it because there's so many different types of things that they can actually take that could help them in different types of ways, like, how to explain this, maybe exercise, maybe more communication with people, or, there's always different types of ways, because medication just damages you more, and, they just do it for the money, and that's something I don't like to see, happening to a person.
Yeah, and covert experimentation is pretty bad, right?
Yeah, it is. It is very bad.
What do you think of the misuse of government technology and it being used on political dissidents?
Can you repeat that question one more time?
What do you think of the misuse of government technology and it being used on political dissidents?
I think that's a horrible thing because I know a lot of people like to have control of the world. There's like this type of people that have money, they want to control everything, and they use that technology that the government uses on people to control them. Like they use microchips to implant them to know where they're at, or feel what type of sensation they're feeling, like depending where they put it on their body. Now, like criminals and other type of people are using this just to commit crimes and to control or extortion people. And I know they're using it in politics because I've seen some type of stuff like that, and what is it called? I totally forgot, but and it's a dangerous thing because there's no way out of it. If they have you with that type of technology, knowing where you're at, what you're doing, and if they using it to see or use with those microchips implanted in your head or body, they could they could ruin you and destroy you.
So I only have about a minute left. So can you briefly tell me what happened with the dog?
My dog, my dog got killed by these criminal. They're from I think they're in a group of gang that's trying to extortion my family. So we're not going to pay them. We're not going to do anything that they say. So they're destroying our property. They're killing our pets, and that's the whole thing.
And so
money.
Are they part of the gang stalkers doing this?
Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're trying to extort my family for money.
All right.
If we don't pay, they're gonna destroy our property, destroy our home. They already broke into our home, stole all of our information to steal our identity, and now they're because we're not paying them anything, they're damaging our. Yes.
All right. So where are you from originally?
from the Netherlands Holland. I was grown up in a little town there. So yeah.
Oh, nice, nice. What do you think of psychiatry?
Psychiatry is bullshit. I mean, they manipulate your minds. You know, they give you medication that you should not take. As far as I can tell, those people have been evaluated. I've been on, Paxil and that stuff is bad stuff. You know, Paxil and now I hear the sirens again. I hear them, you know. Can you hear them? I mean, I hear them. I hate it.
All right. What do you think of government harassment?
It is everywhere. It is horrible. It is, and I'm handicapped, so that is horrible. It is everywhere. It's horrible. I mean, it is disgusting. I mean,
So,
I'm very anti-government. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm very upset with the whole government, the world government, not even the United States. The United States government is the government I have right now. Yeah, they're not very nice. They're not very serving and stuff.
So this question is kind of like the other ones, but I think it's good to ask anyway. What do you think of the government covertly drugging people with psychiatric drugs?
I think it is a horrible thing to do. I think it affects, of course, it's illegal as hell, and it affects the entire population. We are very familiar with that whole thing. I mean, they put it in the water, dude. I mean, what about the fluoride in the water? It's right there. I mean, it's right there in the water. You know, there's no two doubts about it. The government puts fluoride in the water to make you dumb. That's it. That's how I see it, you know. Because the people are dumb. You know, the people are very dumb.
All right, so how about the misuse of government technology and it being used on political dissidents?
Again, that is extremely illegal. Extremely illegal, you know. I mean, the whole thing is illegal. The court system is illegal. Washington, D.C. is illegal. I mean, everything is illegal. This is criminals. The whole system is based on criminals.
Why do you think, this is the last question, why do you think people do not believe it?
People are, they know it. They do know. They just don't want to. They're afraid of what will happen. Which I also had to explain. But they said, and they are, it's cognitive dissonance. You know, you're familiar with the expression, I assume. It's, people don't want to realize why they are. Everybody's unhappy and feels sad and bad. I mean, inside, everyone knows that. But people are afraid to really accept the fact that they know why. Because it's the government, it's their own government, it's their own people they employ. You know, it's our own, we employ our own government. It's 7% Congress. Yeah, you keep people around at a 7% approval rating. So that means 3% of the people want new ones. And then I say, well, 93% of the people wake up and let's get new ones in, you know? Yeah. That's it. That's my opinion. I think I'm pretty clear, you know? I mean, I don't, you know, if the CIA would come here and say, Frank, you have a problem, I said, yeah, I have a problem with you guys to begin with. Yeah. I do. I don't respect them. I don't respect a lot of people. I respect Glenn. I respect you. And then some other people on Facebook I respect. And then I respect some people in my life. But not many. You know, not many. Some. Not many, though. You know, that's what makes it so difficult for me to live. Because everywhere I go, you know, the people are... Yeah, they're horrible, man. I mean, the people are mean and selfish and arrogant. And, you know, I mean, I don't want to go in, but people are not very nice. The system makes them that way. It's what they eat and what they drink. That's what makes them that way. It's very simple. You are what you are. So that's why I'm trying to be very healthy eating, which I do. But the other people, they go to the pharmaceuticals junior, and then they drink the sodas, and it's all bad, man. It's all bad stuff. And then it makes the people the way they are. And the government can put whatever they want in the food. Whatever they want. And people go to Walmart to buy it, man. It pisses me off. Why do people still go to Walmart? Why do political activists go